science class. Yes, my dears, I hope you are all fine and doing good. Yes, I received your worksheets, but not much, very less numbers this time. So I want every one of you to attend these sessions and worksheet, complete your worksheet and submit without fail. Okay, this week I have sent you an activity also. Like you need to prepare a poster by referring newspapers and internet about the coronavirus pandemic. Okay, and how to keep your environment clean. This is the activity which I have given. Okay, my dears. So before moving to today's class, we'll discuss about the last session what we have learned. Okay, so we are discussing and learning about the lesson diseases. So last session we learned about the types of diseases. Okay, so types of diseases, we have two types of diseases majorly. They are communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. What do you mean by communicable disease? Communicable disease means it is spread through the communication with the infected person. For example, if a person is infected with tuberculosis, that is TB, or if a person is infected with chicken pox, or if a person is infected with corona, what will happen? If you use this or if you go nearby them through air or through by touching them or using their materials or things, this disease will get spreaded. So this is called as communicable diseases. By close contact with the sick person, the disease may spread from the sick person to healthy person. This is said to be communicable disease. Okay. Next, another category is non-communicable disease. This occurs due to because of lack of nutrients or improper functioning of the body organs. All these leads to non-communicable disease. This will not spread from one person to another person. Okay. So example, you have heart problems, cancer, all these diseases or the comes under the non-communicable diseases. So I hope you are clear with the communicable diseases and non-communicable disease. Okay. So let's move to today's class. Today's class we are going to discuss about a very small topic, that is see, naturally God has given us some preventive measures. Okay, so by inbuilt in our body, God has given us some natural defense mechanism to fight against the infection causing diseases. Clear, guys? So today's class we are going to learn about natural defense mechanism of our body. So natural defense mechanism of our body. What are the defense mechanism we have? We have fine as and a slightly mucus inside our nose. Okay, so if you see, you just take a mirror and look out to your nose. The nostrils inside you can able to see a very fine hairs and mucus. The mucus means some slimy layer, not the I'm talking about the slimy thin layer inside your nose, which gives moisture to your nose. Okay, and hair is present. Why it is present? Do you ever think why it is present there? Because it will protect from the entering of microorganism inside your nostrils, because this is the way which reaches your windpipe. From there it reaches the lungs. Okay, so what will happen? This fine hair and mucus lining will prevent the entering of harmful microorganism into your body. So when some dust particles or anything reaches your nose, suddenly you just sneezes out, right? This is because of the presence of fine hairs, which builds the defense mechanism in protecting the entry of microorganism inside your body. Next is sweat. Many of you will hate it, right? You will say, ma'am, it is so stuffy, I cannot sit here, no ventilation. Even when you are at home, you have to switch on your air conditioning, so that you have to be very sophisticated without a drop of sweat also. But you know what? Sweat will maintain your body temperature, prevent the entering of unwanted germs into your body. Okay? So sweat kills the harmful microorganism which is entering into your body. Understood? Next comes the tears. Many of you will not love to But even though tears helps us to wash away the microorganisms which is present in your eyes, even in these areas. Okay, so tears is also a natural defense mechanism. Next is in stomach, you have naturally segregating an acid called as hydrochloric acid. Ma'am, what you're saying, acid is very dangerous, but naturally we have hydrochloric acid inside our stomach which helps in the killing of germs. See, there are few germs which will fight against all the preventive measures like mucus air or mucus or sweat or tears. It all escape from all these things, and once it enters into your stomach, that time this HCl will kill all the germs which is entering into your stomach. That is also a natural defense mechanism. Okay, stomach. Next is the WBC. What do you mean by WBC? White blood cells, and they also called as soldiers of our body. So when you prone to any diseases like you just get mild fever, that will be also prevented by this WBCs will naturally produce in our body and build an immunity and create an immune resistance in your body and fight against this infection causing germs. Okay, so WBCs are the soldiers of our body which fight against the disease causing germs, harmful germs. Clear all of you? So the natural defense mechanism means naturally we have in our body to fight against some mechanisms or some parts of our body is naturally inbuilt to fight against the infection causing harmful germs. Okay, there are fine hairs which is present inside the nose, mucus lining, sweat, tears, HCl hydrochloric acid which is present as a lining inside your stomach, WBC, that is white blood cell. Clear all of you? Next comes, this is naturally happening, but even though we get diseases, right? To protect, because prevention is better than cure. So to protect us from the diseases which is spreading because of the microorganism, because there are countless microorganisms, they are omnipresent, they are present in soil, water, air, everywhere. Okay, so to avoid to getting disease, they have introduced a process called as vaccination. What do you mean by vaccination? The process of giving vaccine is called as vaccination. Now, what do you mean by vaccine? So you know what? From your birth time till the age of 14, they used to give you some vaccines. Okay. Even if you have small kids in your home, mama used to say, "I'm taking my child to go to have a vaccination." In Tamil, they used to say Tadapoosi. Okay. So can you understand Tadapoosi? So something they are going to prevent. Okay. So how they produce this vaccine? Injections, how? This is produced by, they will take the infection causing microorganism. For example, chicken pox. Now it is eradicated. Many of them is not getting this chicken pox. This chicken pox is caused by a virus called as pox virus. What they will do, they will take this pox virus and they will weaken this pox virus. For example, how they will weaken the means, and they will reduce the virulence. This disease causing power will be there, no? So they will subside, they will weaken the ability of this virus that causes the disease. Understood? What they will do, vaccine is produced from is a dose of a weakened germs. Here germs means microorganisms like bacteria, viruses of a disease. So I have taken an example of chicken pox. Here I take germs example, virus I took. So the chicken pox causing virus is pox virus. The causing agent, the ability to cause the disease, no, that ability will be weakened. So which is being introduced in the body of a healthy individual. Okay. So that in the future this pox virus virulence is removed, but if this pox virus will build a resistance from the other virus of like the same kind of virus. Understood? Am I confusing you? Vaccine is nothing but it is a weakened dose. It is a dose produced from the weakened germs causing diseases. Okay. So I have taken an example of a virus. A virus oda disease causing power it will reduce. Okay. So reduce பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த injection they will produce this vaccine and they will try to inject it in the healthy body of a child, so that in future what will happen, this pox virus is inserted in your body, no, there will be a protective agent against the disease causing pox virus, so that the person will not get the same disease in the future. That is why they introduce this vaccination process from the child birth till the age of 14. This principle was discovered in the year 1976 by the scientist called as Edward Jenner. He is the one who introduced this principle to the world. Okay, so because of him, a lot of diseases has been prevented. Example, we have diphtheria vaccine, whooping cough vaccine, tetanus vaccine, polio vaccine, measles, tuberculosis vaccine. Now in this pandemic, they are trying to find a vaccine for coronavirus in order to prevent the spreading of the disease. Understood? This is what vaccination. If you have any doubt regarding vaccine, you can call me anytime. I am ready to explain you. Okay? This is about the natural defense mechanism of the body. So we have fine hair, mucus lining, sweat, tears, stomach has HCl hydrochloric acid, WBC white blood cells are the soldiers which fight against the germs causing agents. And also vaccination. The process of giving vaccine is called as vaccination. So vaccine is nothing but is a dose of a weakened germs of a particular disease which is introduced into the body of a healthy person to build a resistance towards that same disease. Clear all of you? So we'll move to the introductory part of the lesson. What do you mean by disease? Disease is the illness which makes a body to not cooperate with anything. Okay? And causes of disease we have because of microorganism, lack of nutrients, and also because of improper functioning of our body. So microorganisms, when you talk about microorganisms, we have virus, fungus, bacteria, protozoa. Bacteria, virus and protozoa are major disease causing harmful microorganisms. Okay. Next is lack of nutrients. So the healthy nutrients like vitamins, minerals, carbohydrate, fat, protein, when these are deficient, not enough for our body, it leads to many kind of diseases. Okay. Improper functioning of your body organs. See, when you are getting older and older, automatically you become weak and your body parts will become weak, so that leads to diseases. Okay, this is the outline of these diseases. I hope you have understood about diseases, and I have given you workbook and the classwork concept book back pages also. Try to complete and send me. Okay, my dears, if there is any doubt regarding this lesson, kindly text me. Thank you. Have a nice day.